emptying the milk jugs. That's iceberg lettuce, only 2 of them came up. And Brussels sprouts, only one, well, one came up, and then there's one like little tiny baby one that I'm gonna let grow. And then there was a milk jug hanging around that I think I'd already planted, or it didn't come up. I had one that didn't come up. That might have been the one. So I got rid of 3 milk jugs. This is really all I can. That's cabbage. How much cabbage do I need? Not really a lot, but I'll probably plant them. Me and homemade sauerkraut are just not meshing, but I can try again if I have a good cabbage here. So anyway, milk jugs are getting emptied. We got a cold front moving in, so there's not a lot I can plant. I planted seeds for iceberg lettuce and for spinach. I've been taking out a bunch of edibles for the chickens. Chamomile. I only took up the chamomile that was coming up where it's going to be a problem. This is my patch for harvesting, not a problem. What else did I pull up? Oh, I think I already mentioned it. Catmint. I planted cilantro where the catmint was, seed. My first potato's up. One of the potatoes that I planted was pretty far along. Had good eyes on it. It was ready. Must put that in before I got the sticks because it's like completely separate from the rest of them. Dug up a big patch of oregano in the vegetable garden. There were worms in there. But the oregano and what else did I put in there? Yarrow. Got poor duck with yucky butt. The yarrow is good for his digestive system, along with the oregano and the medicine woman. So I know what's growing and what's good for what. So I just keep looking, finding things. What is this? It's so beautiful. I'll put it on the screen. This is a good one. This one blooms every year. It's not a biannual. And I did propagate this one and put it in front of the deck next to the one that's never bloomed. Wisteria. It's wisteria. Winter berries are planted underneath. Trying some chamomile out. Throwing them to the chickens. And some catmint. Cleaning stuff out. So the deconstruction of the chickens has been finished. Preparing for the work that's to come. First load from what, Home Depot? First load of wood. Number. First of probably 3 or 4 trips before we have everything we need. I cannot find my solar air pump. I remember seeing it once and I moved it because I was having problems. Everything's grown up around this little pond, which I thought about moving because it's so much in the shade. But for now, I can't run anything solar in it anymore. Everything's grown up too much. This is day 2 of the chicken coop build. Got the floor done yesterday, or this part of the floor. Do you want to tell them what it is?
We added the rubber to the bottom to keep the floor from rotting away over time, and animals won't be able to burrow up in it. So we're in the process of flipping it over, and we're going to insulate the floor and install the plywood.
Okay, so this is the bottom of the floor. Rick always goes the extra mile, whatever he's doing.
Roofing rubber.
It's roofing rubber. This thing is huge.
10 by 12.
10 by 12. It's way bigger than I imagined it in my head. So what I didn't want was for this shed to block the other shed, which it kind of does. And it's making my path smaller. It's a huge footprint for the space that we have available.
You get your screws out? No. Busy. You got situating.
So flipping it over is not going to be easy. It's heavy. Pulled another daisy out of the vegetable garden, clearing out a space to finish planting what's in the milk jugs. So I just have to walk around and look for a spot. I don't want to put any more things in pots. I got too many things in pots as it is. Thought went through my mind and I'm like, nope. This is the spot that I'm clearing. Pull out the forget-me-not and some oregano and garlic, and then I'll have a little more room to work around here. That looks like a sunflower. Sunflowers I'm moving too because they reseed in here, and you can move them when they're small. You can't move them when they're big. Sunflowers don't like to be moved. I love sunflowers in the vegetable garden. Sunflowers. I don't know if I'm going to leave them there or not. If I'm going to move them, I need to do it soon. Cabbage. Spinach. The spinach gets lost because it's so small. But it's pricked in around. It'll be a while before I really am able to show it. And I'm sure some of it disappears. The beets were itty bitty little things when I put them in. Now they're nice. I can get rid of 2 more milk jugs. So I've been working from the fence in. So the tomatoes and peppers and corn, there's a little room to do some tucking along the fence that I saved. Most of it will go in the middle. Around the fence is going to get shaded out some. It's better for cold crops. See the beautiful flowers are shading them. And later it'll be more beautiful flowers. There's a blueberry plant hiding in here in front of the lilies, which usually get eaten by the deer. And a lot of my blueberries got topped off by the deer too. So there's a little electric fence in here with something that attracts the deer nose, the smell of it. So if he comes in here to bite, he'll smell that electric fence first, hopefully. And the electric fence will poke his nose and he'll wander off and not eat my stuff. So I have 3. The electric fences come in sets of 3. This is what it looks like. And he chewed off, the deer chewed off this one all the way to the bottom, except for one stick. So I'm going to buy 3 more and put them around the blueberries. More of a winter problem, but I mean, they're still chewing up my stuff. Winter, spring. So I just have to decide what's important enough to save, and definitely the blueberries. So they're $50 for 3. If they work, they're worth it. We changed the batteries in the bait about a month ago. Finishing up the floor.
Tell them.
Is the hard part done?
No, that's never done. When the last nail goes in.
No, I mean the hard part of the floor. Was flipping it, right?
Yeah, flipping it over, put insulation. Then we're going to screw down the plywood.
So the goal is to have a warm chicken palace. Did you hear that, chickens? Getting a chicken palace. It's going to be warm and it's going to be big. If it's really cold, nobody has to go outside. Except for me, I have to give you food and water. That's the electrical. They put that in a while back. He upgraded the electricity to the whole backyard.
240 volts, 30 amp.
Get that? Lots of power to the backyard. Everything will work this year. Last year I had too many things running off a small wire and it just... Nothing was running as well as it should have been, right? Everything had to balance out, so nothing was max. It was just on. Overflow. It's filled back up. Sprinkling out. Rick is building trusses by himself. Floor's done.
How far I get, I think it's supposed to start raining here pretty soon.
So he's going to get the first one done, and then that's going to be the pattern for the other, huh?
Template.
The template. I think he said 9. You got to make 9 of them?
Yeah. Actually 10.
10. Yeah, it's not a good building day. Does make the garden look really green. I wanted to take all these tents down when we were moving the chickens. And bad weather was already in the forecast. And Rick decided to just, I wasn't even out here. He just did what he did. Now I'm glad he did keep the tents, because it's not like it's going to rain for a day. It's all week. Welcome to another day of building a chicken coop.
You don't run your head on that.
Right? Don't put my head on it. So he told me he was going to build an awning, or what'd you call it?
A lean-to.
A lean-to. He told me he's building a lean-to.
Keep the sprinkles off.
So he can work on this rainy day, rainy week. I think it's a pretty decent setup. Oh, look at all the pieces. How many?
Be 10 trusses.
10 trusses, and that's just for the coop, right?
Yeah.
And then you got to do another 10 for the run. So you can see how big the coop is. And what he told me yesterday is the run is about the same size. Comes off the front. Comes off of this and goes 12 feet this way. So it'll be 12 by 10 enclosed run with roof. And fencing that goes all the way up. And then we'll put the fencing down and over enough so that nothing can dig in. So they can be safer. And I really hate July long days, so we're putting in a chicken door. So I don't have to do birds at 10 o'clock at night in July. I can't do it. Stretching my day so long, really early in the morning and late at night, makes me nuts. I don't get enough sleep. It's too much. I'm autistic. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I can't stretch myself that far. Pretty different with chickens too. Their flaps are down, but they're over the fence. So the birds all have a little cubby inside their big tent, and their yard's covered. Oh, look at that. It's so cute. Chickens. Whoa, I'm going to throw some seeds in the ground. I think the marigolds I'll plant inside, but I don't think this lettuce is any good. I'm just going to throw the seeds, get rid of it. Sweet potato finally came up. I wintered one inside and it died back, and I was emptying the pot and I found a baby sweet potato and I replanted it. There are sweet potato roots in here. I don't know if they're gonna grow. I was assuming they were. Still waiting. That is a wintered lantana blooming. The second one is kind of sparse, but it's alive. I think what I'm going to do is plant these little tomatoes up in a bigger pot because they're rooted in pretty good. I thinned them day before yesterday. put some compost in with my store-bought soil mix. Just thinking I'll add some peat too, just to make the soil last. I still have a lot of planting to do, and I don't have a lot of one kind of soil, but I have 3 different kinds of bag soil. Peat moss, compost, and Miracle Grow that commercially bought. Does it need peat? Maybe I could just leave it. Found some longer pots. So I got all but 4 potted up. Which is enough for right now. It's just yuck out here. It makes me feel yuck. I think I have decided that I'm not labeling tomatoes this year. I'll know what they are when they fruit. I don't really need to know. I'm really tired of tags. Tags, the whole thing. I mean, the writing fades, the tag, who knows where they go. I don't know where they go. And I don't really care about stuff like that, the small stuff. I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. I'll know what everything is, peppers, squashes, when I see the fruit. Sunflowers just went bananas after I potted them up. And what else is there? These will do okay in the cold. Cosmos. I put tropicals away. Covered them, I mean, I can't dig them up. I don't want to dig them up. I planted petunias, wintered petunias, so they're really big ones. What's the other one? Anyway, tropicals cared for.